Turn the music down. I'm gonna turn down mine to about where you are. All right. Good evening, afternoon, extremely late night, maybe early morning. Eh, good whatever time it is of day for you. And so we are here at the beginning of another week. Well, my end. It could be semantics. Beginning of my week, all right? So, we do not have a Baldur's Gate 3 collaboration today. Terrafina was unable to host. They have to look after themselves, which is important. Okay? Health should take precedence on this one. So, with that in mind, we are moving on with some Rogue Trader today, which I will be narrating as usual, attempting not to wear my voice out too much. So, why don't we take a poke at, oh, right. It's set to pick up when this happens, so there we go. So let's get the Wordle done. And then we will see about getting some Rogue Trader. How about some trade? RDA. How about ooh. Doesn't end in an E. Could be no, not an R. Hmm. No. Hmm. Huh. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let me think. Although think shouldn't think too hard. Wouldn't want my brain to hurt. Yep. Hmm. Well, it's not R, it's not second, so it's like, huh. Well, I suspect that it's not dirt. I wasn't aware that I had entered the English lexicon. Begins with the D. Um, uh, D. Um, no, Dorg. Uh, Dwemer. No. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Uh, mm. Oh, reason why you couldn't hear the music. It's a very quiet start. Let me see. What do I do? Uh, oh, like really quiet. Um. Ooh. I'm not gonna actually hear it. Um. Hmm. Hmm. It's not R. It's like, come on. Hmm. You know. Okay. Someone's got to figure out what the frick that word is. Um. Do a dower. Oh. Dyer? No, a die is spelled with a Y. Diver. Yay. I can remember what. Oop. I have to update Rogue Trader. Also, probably then I have to go and update. Right. Where are you? Thank you. I gotta update this one. Oh, yes, use that. Wait, pull this over. Let me double check something. Are you telling me that ToyBox didn't get an update. Ooh, they have a beta version. That's why. Okay. It's because I'm actually now really curious. Sorry, I'm just looking at seeing what. Wait. Do this. This is. Okay, so it's still. I should reach out and hit this. All right, is this gonna work? Um. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, okay, so it's stay on that for the time being. Okay, don't quite do that just yet. Oh, I'm coming back to you because I'm not even using that mod to begin with. Blink. Okay, let's roll it. Everything good, updated, run it. What was the update though? Notes? What you got? Oh, certain epilogues. Okay, an update there, an update there. Oh, let us begin. Turn that down. Yeah, go to the game capture and go to here. Oh. Okay. Okay. Come on. And poke. Finish loading. Excellent. No footfall shadow quarter. This is where we left off. Poke. Let's see. Where was I?
We need to investigate.
I hear strange
What did I just...
breathing, full of poison and disease, masquerading as prayer.
Ah.
For one such as you, the most sincere prayer would be poison.
Are you sure? I suspect you're about to have something else go wrong.
It's about time.
Oh, that's what I saw.
Something.
She. Come here.
Over there. We should deal with this. This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Oh, yes. What's that? What does it read? Oh, never mind.
Attention to detail.
Same
is the
bullshit.
key to success.
Ooh. Right, there is something up with these, but that's just because... Okay.
The premonition runs true.
Fake door connected to a mind trigger.
Something of interest.
The body of the leader of the Grey Knives gang was found in a dump in her head. Another dump. Disrespecting the Casabillas isn't good for you. Billica? Billisa? I think it's Casabillic. Oh, honestly, with that. What? That's my where? Oh, up there. Yoink. What is this? Ah, more. Again.
What is that?
What is what? Another one of these? Poke.
An expected result.
What did I find? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. These grenades cost -1. Oh, separate dashed. All right. I don't have a cyber master. I'd love to have one, but I'm not Adeptus Arbitus.
This explorator is blessed with
Follow my
multifunctionality.
lead.
You better have multifunctionality. You've got a shit ton of things in there attached to you. Ooh, what's a flamer like that, you idiot? We almost refueled there. We'll show you how it's done. I'm not just feeling anymore, that's all. The guy's pretty much a cinder now. A lot more fun when he was alive and thrashing about. Alright. For whom did I get a gift sub? Let's see. Oh. Alright. Boink. Let's see, where am I? There I am. Save me game. Animal.
For me? Submit.
I think it'd be best if I brought them all down. Oh, don't worry. There won't be enough left of you for you to become some for somebody else. Oh, the training dogger is fired up, you lot. Now, question is, holy moly, what's on people? Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Who's first? we've got quite a bit going on here. All right, Idira. There. What's next? Pascal. Wait, hold on. Oh, Sister Argenta. Why are you so far? Let us begin. Let's see. Hold on. What's the distance on this? Ooh, why? Why not? Then move here. Then
Will do.
blind a lot of them.
Let's see what you can do.
Excellent.
Hold on.
Can I fall back now?
Assholes.
Here we go.
How about here? Wait, no. First off, do this, and then we can get everybody. Then here. And I don't know. How about we just plop that? Can I hit somebody from there? No. What? How about just there? Because then I can do this.
Activate calculate fury algorithm.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath. Suits my purposes.
I think some regimental tactics. All right. Huh?
Let's see
Concentrate.
how they respond to this. All too easy. Another clean strike. Already done.
Actually, before I do that. But this. Aha! What a fantastic use.
Forge ahead.
Let's make it quick.
Our esteemed Magos has fallen.
Oh,
Out of my way.
can I restart that? Probably best if I do. I got another fight down here, I know it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. You know,
Data meditation is terminated.
let's start.
My competencies are not that universal.
I am disappointed in you then.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Are you ready to die?
Nah. Let's see. What if I do this?
Damn! What was the command again? Oh, right. Anything else?
So useful. Oh, he doesn't have any movement.
Indeed. It will be done.
You should endure, Abelard. Take a look at him.
Time to slaughter someone.
Let's get to it.
You missed. Now, engage in some good old regimental tactics. Well, yeah. That's not going to help me. They're the ones setting fires. Oh, yeah, not so good, huh?
My tactics are flawless.
Ooh. So you get to
Suits
use
my
that.
purposes.
Didn't do any damage to it? Eh.
Shields me.
Hold on.
Oh, lobbing fire grenades at me. You.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Have fun.
Strike is a prayer.
Ooh,
As
ooh,
the
let's do it
Emperor
again.
commands, I act.
And then I want a
Reach
concentration
your
of
full
fire.
battle.
And then
I'll do it.
light a whole bunch of you on fire. And then throw in that. And then throw in this. What if? No. Did it 3 cells? I think is what it was. Something like that.
Quiet whispers. It's my toy, and I'm gonna control it myself.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be shooting Argenta, huh?
What? Be gone.
There we go.
Let's get to it.
Again?
Let's make it quick.
These guys are throwing way too many of those grenade types.
Let's get to it.
Shall become like fire.
Like, goddamn. Throwing frickin' fire everywhere.
Running binaric override.
Oh, this guys are ruining your day. Hey, you.
I am a savant of destruction.
Endure, Abelard.
Injuries will not slow me.
I've suffered worse.
Then, let's see. Charge.
We should deal with this. I will
Brace
protect
for impact.
How dare you?
I'm gonna. Hold on a sec. Let's go here. Alright, so far, huh?
Do something. I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
No movement? Hmm. Do it.
I will bathe this battlefield.
Disco Inferno.
As
Ooh.
the Emperor commands, this is
Lucky,
my
lucky.
chosen.
Oh, he just gets another attack. For a reason. Yeah. Dropped it on him.
Requests approved.
Huh, there we go.
Our esteemed Magos has won.
God damn it. What'd they just do to him?
Protect your daughter.
Oh boy. This fight is freaking brutal. Every single time I've had to do it. The sheer amount of freaking firepower they bring to bear is on the firepower bit. There's gotta be a better way to do this. I have to approach from a different angle. I gotta be able to wipe multiple groups out.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yep. Now, let's see.
You
What
are in the
was...
presence of House Orcelio. So shall
If
it
she
be.
went here, and then did this. Goodbye, assholes.
Take the knee and bow before me.
Show them no mercy.
Holy shit. They all get to act fucking first. What's this? Well, let's see. Blood. Up there. Yeah, Pascal's not really a... Mr. Argenta.
My ears are ringing.
Let's get to it.
For an entire round?
Brace
Nope,
yourself,
we're down.
Emprah.
Oh. There's gotta be a way
It's
to
about time.
get something decent out of this particular fight.
Join me in prayer.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Crush them.
Well, this is not going to go well. I'll tell you that.
Hold on.
Every time. Hey, if we come from the other end of things, because it's just like...
I won't tolerate weakness.
Reload. Reload. What's this?
That wasn't so difficult.
All right, one last try. If this fails, and then we will come back to this fight. What I'm trying to do is try not to get caught in a goddamn... There. Just kill somebody.
Take a knee and bow before me.
I will level you.
Roll with it. Okay, can't quite move up yet.
What was the command again? All right.
Just you? All right, let's do the. What's this? All right, she gets a bayonet strike because I have with my character.
Another voice to join my choir.
Okay, no, nope. This fight it's just gonna have to happen later. I've never seen rolls happen like that.
None shall stand in my way. Halt! I noticed something.
Oh, that. More of it. Greetings, sir. What brings you here? Did you want us to break us back? Did you want us to watch us break our backs out here, eh? Footfall Utility Crew 3 is proud to work for the good of the denizens and guests of the station. The man winks and salutes you with his flint. What are you doing? Just burning rats and some trash and some parasites of other sorts. This district's under quarantine, you see. It got hit by something nasty, a disease. Maybe it isn't a disease, just some bugs and worms what crawled out of some shipworm. It's a bit odd that it happened here, not at the docks, I'll tell you. Things like that usually start there. They even spray the place with some gunk to kill all the bugs and worms. But I guess something slipped through. You guys in that block way over there snuffed it. And the Liege wasted no time getting the district surrounded it so nobody could leave. So you don't know exactly what happened? No, we don't. And we don't want to find out. If something nasty's cropped up, the right move is to contain it and kill it with fire. Not to go and see what it is and why it's there. How exactly did they die? Who knows? They found them in their hovels already dead. Blue sores in their body and they stank something awful, which is why a lot of them that found it didn't even risk looting the corpses. Good on them, yes. Doesn't mean you let them out, of course. Are people trapped in the quarantine being provided with any aid? Of course not. I mean, I heard Reverend Hieronymus has been praying for their souls, which sounded more like retribution fell on them, and rightly so. That's the most they can hope for. Measures? You're looking at them. We stand here, burn the foulness, and we got people standing guard so no one can escape. Put some mines down, a whole load of them, for the same reasons. The water, the sewers, all blocked off, stop any communications down. The air's open, I suppose, but the foulness doesn't seem to be airborne. There hasn't been any strange deaths outside the district. Probably not getting in through there, and I ain't catching whatever they got.
Follow my lead.
What's this? In particular, is this? Cache once had a small door covering it and a locking mechanism. Yeah, nothing.
Over there.
Stop. There.
Alright, so it's another door. What's in here? A real place, not simply a dummy door. No, just miscellaneous with that shit.
Something of interest.
Ooh, what you got?
I woke up with
Magenta.
a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were...
Attention to detail is the key to success.
The Emperor
poke
favored
this.
me today.
Yoink. Mine now. Where are you? A hidden door. Oh, hello, heresy. Reverend Hieronymus, you found heresy. Double heresy.
I
Yeah.
won't heed your cries of mercy.
The masters demand your death!
A pink horror. All right, Argenta. Wait, no. Oh no, Cassia can't. Well, Cassia. Let's just try Argenta, Cassia, Abelard. Ow. That's unusual. I don't think I've seen you go that way before. We'll start with this one. Everyone should do just a little bit better. Then
If I may.
Nadira. Okay, what? Why can't she? Let's see. Cannot use end of combat. Well, oh,
On it. Anything is?
suppose that's what we're gonna get on that particular move. Holy shit! Controlled
Faith
shot.
without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Now that he always does.
You don't frighten me.
Chaos guides me.
I have not seen them do that before.
Why did I not foresee this? Stop mocking me. They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Set up joint analysis. You missed Avalon. Again? Yeah, we'll do that.
My faith.
Then,
Doubt is for the weak.
again.
I'll do it.
There we go. And then...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's zoom over there.
The enemies
Get her out of
of
the
the
way.
Emperor will be undone.
Let's do a little bit of this. Can we end you? Yes, we can. Bob the Builder gone homicide. Sorry. Probably should have led with that one. First of all,
Nothing I can't do.
and then
Not a problem for me. Already
Go.
done. Opposing things would be a mistake.
you know what?
My
Do
time
it again.
is now. All too another clean strike. Nothing of value has been lost.
Can you tell me it did nothing? Holy shit.
Hide. I'll pass.
All right. Endure.
Victory is
Charge.
At your beck and call.
Brace. Aw.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Reveal the light. I think you should have a little bit more.
Captain.
And let's see. Swan enemy.
I will do my duty.
There we go. Try him. Thank you. can't hit him. So if we move there, here. Okay, there we go. And we'll do
What
this.
is this foreboding?
Okay.
And
Free.
of course,
Do it. And then take his head off. Oh, so close. Oh, no, he's dead. No? Oh, he is dead. He's mostly dead.
God
Concentrate
Emperor,
your
move through
fire.
me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without
it.
deeds is worthless.
Now, is this a straight? Is that considered an area? Area. Here. Area of effect. Let's do it again. Go. See? Just a reminder. Let's see. Ooh, wait, no. Aim for the opening. He's got an injury. Oh, shot. Rebel in the slaughter. Terrible idea. Hold on. Oh, well. A better shot to hit, though.
Another clean strike.
Then
Suits
do it
my
again.
purposes. Watch and learn.
At your beck and call.
I taunt you a second time. And then
Victory is imminent.
I declare you my sworn enemy. And I smack you with my shovel. Ow. What about that?
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Magenta. This god
That is
for
for
now.
the weak.
You. How did you miss?
will do.
How? You know, some days it just doesn't pay to ask.
I'll do it.
Light 'em up.
Nothing escapes the Emperor's judgment.
Oh,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
ow.
I'm not injured.
Ow.
I'm enraged.
Wait, want to know what's in that location? I have no way. Yeah, that's just not a good spot either way. Can I get something just a little bit better? Oh, just chop them up. I'm gonna move here and
Never
put you back together briefly, Pascal. Hold still.
Not a problem for me.
Missed, but hit. Let's see.
At your beck and call.
Endure. Remind them of who they're supposed to be fighting. Declare this one to be our sworn enemy. And then beat him with a shovel.
Beck and call.
Magenta.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
There we
Faith
go.
without deed.
Righteous fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Then remove the last one.
Accustomed.
Oh my god, that fight was gnarly.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
Argento rushes to the last living cultist and silently, furiously punches him in the face. Blaspheming heretic, who were you praying to? I know those words, that call to a Argento doesn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with grating, rasping laughter. Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? Argento recoils as if from a blow, then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scuff of his neck and makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers. I am one of the Adeptus Sororitas, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Can't you see he's trying to get under your skin? Adira mutters. I bet he wants a quick bullet to the head instead of a bonfire. Despite her tone, she is looking around anxiously and rubbing her temples. Smells of a dark future, like a noose around the neck. Argento, wait. Heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servants of the corpse, Emperor? The names of my brethren, how many of us there are, where we are? I will tell you myself. We are myriad and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. And when you hear them at your back so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of the true God. Just how many of you vermin are there? First Reichad Minoris, now here. Pascal pulls a number of instruments out of his robe. You would bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble a machine, he says casually. Should you encounter difficulty during the information extraction process, I would recommend precise targeting of ganglia. The cultist chuckles arrogantly, but pales under Pascal's calmly probing. How do you know Argent? Have you seen her on footfall before? Not on footfall. The cultist laughs hoarsely. And another place, she flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide. As if against her will, she whispers two words. Salus Prime. Argenta? What is he talking about? She snaps out of it as if emerging from a reverie. A planet, a place, it doesn't matter. I know these heretics, I fought them and was gravely wounded, but I swear, I never turned from them and ran. She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury. If you truly have seen me on Salus Prime, someone among you must know the way to get there. Do you have your own ship? A navigator? Answer me. Ships and maps, roads and doors. We have them all, but our paths are not for you. True God spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? The cultist's eyes fill with madness. I need something more coherent. Rogue trader, we won't get anything from this madman. Anything else from this madman, I suppose. As for my part in the story, I will tell it. But not here. Not in his presence. I'm not even going to talk about this true God thing. Let's not get too deep into this. End him, Argenta. You can kill me, servants of the corpse, Emperor. But you can't stop the victory of the true God. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Flamethrower. Silence hangs for a minute, then Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalant. That's it. You fulfilled Reverend Hieronymus's request, which means I am now free. I can continue my travelers with you, rogue trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemer. Cleanse this place with purifying flame. But perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates. Argenta lowers her head warily. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet on the ship when it's time to depart, Footfall. Surely it's okay to loot their stuff, right? Oh, no. That.
Look no further.
And
This
Adira,
will make a fine scar.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
It's
What
about
else we
time.
got? Yeah. Let's see what you got. Open. Open. Loot. Bow hammer. Close range shotgun. Throw toss boots. Oh. Oh. How did they get them? Oh, I'm thinking of taking a stub carbine.
A
Okay.
new challenge for me.
All right.
I rise to the occasion.
Under the layer of rust, scratches, and ancient paint, the silhouette of long erased letters are barely visible. Undoubtedly, in the past, this filthy sign was adorned with the proud name of the bureaucratic heart of the entire Imperium, Adeptus Administratum. Is this a line to get in?
None shall stand in my way.
Before, it was a compartment of a massive void ship adapted into a living space. From inside the building, the clinking of glasses and numerous voices could be heard. What's this?
My, this place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air.
Colors, you say? Next, she'll be asking us to take her on a tavern crawl. Spare me.
We need to investigate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swipe your bag. You know, rope trader and all. It's mine. It says me. Yoink. What is this? Oh,
Excellence.
stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that is sometimes passed off as ordinary, nutritious starch.
I won't tolerate weakness.
What are you? Loot. What is this? The fuck? Oh, at the throne, that's him, isn't it? Poor sap who got his tongue cut out by the Anvers. That's the one. I think he was from the Casa Balic. Yeah, Ballas. Well, his troubles are over now. Ish. Yoink. Master crafted power maul. Why is unquenchable fury sucky compared to that? Oh, the maximum pushes 5 cells in any collision. Well, that's the reason why. That one does a hell of a lot more in the way of push, which might actually probably be really useful. The upholstery of the dirty sofa moves slightly. Soft hissing can be heard distinctly from the depths of the furniture.
I'll lay claim to
Not
the star.
sitting on that. Rise up. The woman looks to be in her 40s, and she is surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears to be almost black against her dusky skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through the smudged lens of her prostheses. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckle. Looking for something specific? Or buying, or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Old Risa knows all kinds of books. My boys will fetch you anything your heart's desire. Grandpa Bakoval says hello. Risa's face breaks into a broad smile. That old rascal. I thought he croaked it in the mines a long time ago. But old man Bakoval's still alive and kicking, you say? Me and him have been having been through a lot of interesting scripts together. And know all the weird and wonderful things we've acquired. Bakoval wouldn't send his regards along with just anyone. You must have done him a good turn. Because of that, Holden Rise is going to give you a special discount. Let's see what you have to offer. There. Oh, okay, so it's actually showing the discount there. What is this? Yeah. Hello. Yoink. What is that? Cerebral inverter. Weapon damage is calculated against their intelligence instead of strength, and ballistic skill instead of weapon skill, if those characteristics are higher, but their toughness is reduced by 10%. Yes? Rotation. Sorting. Cost. Get rid of some of these Xeno artifacts. Well, there's Juroli. I just need 2,000. Is there something else I can toss at them? How about some ranged weaponry? Oh, one more? Fine. There we go. Trading. I can get that. But the rest of this stuff... Chemist combat fuser. Oh, okay. Impulse boots. Make a melee. That could be really useful. Industrial hammer. Auto pistol. Is that Brink Walker? Less than 50. Okay. Acid. Spear staff. Flame. Apex Predator. Okay, that's for a bounty hunter. Whenever the target dodges the user's weapon attack, next attack against the deals more base damage can up. Willpower reduction. Old shield. Shield bash. Stalwart defense. Huh? Hunger and grip. Right. That would be hilarious to be running dual of those two-handed weapons. Toby pattern faux hammer. I am pretty sure I already have a faux hammer. But it's a rise up. It's a rise up. Might be a rise up pattern. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Splinter pistol skull crushers. But it's heretical. Arch militant's boots. Swashbuckler's coat. Huh. Drusus Prime pattern for a shotgun. Ooh, baby. I'm running Adeptus Arbitus. That's gonna be fun. That's on that though. Okay. Rumbar on the floor. Oh. Just Poet's Grace. Precinct Vox Relay. Try to bring it down. Hits with it. That would be useful on Cassia, actually. All right. I have definite ones in there I want to pick up. Won't be able to for quite some time. I guess buy all available.
It's about time.
This. Give me logic, Pascal. The menu system of the Adeptus Amazecus. Amazecus looks eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient time. Corday Scathold. The flabby man in worn clothes is sighing sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you do you notice his eyes. Large, piercing, and full of sorrow. A stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Allow me to introduce myself. Corday Scathold, architectural historian. Well, you look deeply despondent over something. What happened? He sighs heavily. Here I go again, pouring my heart out to you. Heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes, just like everyone else before you. But all right. Here is the story of Corday Scathold, unluckiest historian in the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from me. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of Imperium architecture. That's a hell of a subject. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art, and then, once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architectural thought in different worlds, until one day, oh, that accursed and blessed day, till one day I came into possession of something quite special. Corday pulls what looks like a book or an album with a homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding look well worn. Here it is, My Undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled Duane's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of Footfall's construction. What a curious read. Please tell us more. As Cassia takes a shy step forward, Corday smiles and shows her some of the faded pages. Footfall's founder, Lord Harsimus, was obsessed with his creation's grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses. The archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of balusters, and the interior, polyphoras 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long. Cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of Farabundus and use it to brighten the halls in the heart of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaics, bas reliefs, and statues. Engrossed in his own description, Gorde stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his hand. Adira blinks sleepily, barely suppressing a yawn, and starts looking around with a bored expression. Well, let's keep listening. Maybe semi-polite. Emerging from his reverie, he catches himself, blushes slightly, and loudly flops back into his seat. I apologize. I got carried away. But you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self packed it up. I simply couldn't think of anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It is no easy feat to cross 2 sectors, especially for a common citizen, about one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer worlds, waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction, or for wharf disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. In real space-time, of course. For me, it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 35. And then, after all those years, having spent all my saving, I reached my dream. And what did I see? A dump in the place of the exquisite portico. Metal anthills clinging to the columns, the marble tiles pilfered by paupers used as cladding for their hovels. Corday hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality. I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state, like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. Argenta gaze darkened. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense in there is spending half your life on such an enterprise only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? So that ink and paper, too, can lie, cause pain. Cassia sighs sadly. Does this mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? But you're an architectural historian. Is what happened to Footfall not part of its history? Corday strokes his goatee in thought. Strokes beard. Yes, Footfall's current appearance, the slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe if other places have taken after it, thereby solidifying it as a new type of architecture, or if it still remains a local oddity. My word, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective on things. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have everything shared, to have shared everything that's been weighing on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse. Have church mice? But I still have something to offer you as a token of my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages. Taking the form of a riddle, it describes certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it is the work of the caretaker's creators. What if these riddles lead to something? A wondrous discovery? I will gladly share what I have been able to learn with you. Riddles? A flash of burning, almost childish curiosity brightens Cassia's austere countenance. Have you not tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? I have, of course, but I'm an old man who's blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I've never found anything, but that doesn't mean there's nothing to find. All right, tell me about the places these riddles lead to. The first location from the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district and into the void towards the neighboring astral. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lie in ruin. Still, if the cache survived after all those years, it is there somewhere. The second location is the Lantern of the Great Cathedral. A lantern is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Liege's so-called entire palace would have fit inside of what was meant to be naught but a single room. The Great Cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger. But alas, its construction was just underway when Dwayne died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Drusus, the Warrior. And that's all I know. I wish you luck in your search. Well, I will. That is, I must go. But, sip some coffee, though. I must take my leave. Good luck to you. What is this? Leftovers of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plate.
A new challenge for me?
Nothing's
The
impossible
decanter
for
used to
Mr.
contain a cheap. The decanter used to contain a cheap amasec, which, for the sake of attractiveness, has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent.
Rough day? You have no idea. I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
The woman looks at you with the glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the 2 empty bottles that have been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewelry, the implants plated with precious metals. Her appearance not only screams wealth, but also audacity. For only an audacious person would flaunt their wealth in a place like this.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I am Sabot, trade envoy of House von Valencias.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better. Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
Oh?
I have heard a great deal about how open-minded the members of the von Valancius dynasty are, and Lady Theodora especially.
And what do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
Jai appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Leech's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally, so Jai is encroaching on his turf. If Ladem is not responsible for the disappearance of Jai's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it. I'd like to ask you a few questions before I decide.
Ask as many as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the key to a successful endeavor.
What kind of cargo was stolen?
Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Ordinary smugglers do not dress so ostentatiously or behave so brazenly, and they are unlikely to spoil the mood of the Legion of Footfall with their mere appearance. This woman lost many people to obtain these rarest of goods, and to get them back, she turned to Vladeim Tokara, patron of all cold trade in the Expanse. Her cargo can be nothing other than Xeno artifacts, creations of the enemies of humanity, branded with heresy. Are you asking an upstanding citizen to be parting to the trafficking of Xeno artifacts?
We were on the same page from the start, Shireen. Please accept my sincerest apologies if that is not the case, and allow me to explain myself. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you would hypothetically be agreeing merely to help me recapture a few containers. And if the Aji suddenly decided to thwart our plans, then all the Void Dogs would be unleashed on me alone. My sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I swear, by the Exalted One.
Oh, we are payment.
A fair deal, Shireen. If your heart desires, we'll split the recovered cargo 50-50. That will be fair. But if goods of incredible rarity do not interest you, then I'll make it worth your while with some bonds equal in value to a couple of full holds.
Oh?
Of course I am aware that my personal means cannot compare to yours, Shireen. So I do not hope to impress you with money. But I can offer something else. My boundless knowledge. Surely you will appreciate the services of an expert on trading operations. Where I'm from, they call this kind of deal wisdom selling.
Huh. I'm starting to like her.
You show me you've nothing but bluster with your usefulness. Ow.
You truly know how to do business, Shireen. You demand payment before giving an answer because you're aware of the weakness of my position. I respect that. And I don't know if it's the alcohol talking or just a feeling I have, but I want to take that risk with you. True jewels are meant to be held in the hands of the worthiest, Shireen. Please, accept this humble gift.
We get her into the party. I don't know, remember what I think I've only pulled her in like once or twice. Once before. I don't even think I completed her stuff either. It could be useful to have her info for handing off to Inquisition.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted.
Okay.
Right. Here. That's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Victory awaits!
Actually, let's see. Daviana. The burly woman with a wealth of fiery hair is in the process of tinkering with some unknown device that is clinking melodiously. She has a rough-looking implant in place of her lower jaw. As you approach, the implant begins to move as if independently of the rest of her face. Welcome to the Adeptus Amicus Amicus, sir. What can Octavia get you? Sec? Low? Something more interesting. Octaviana freezes in place. It can't be. Are you Sister Argenta? The Sister Argenta. The one who was the worst scum on football, shaking in their boots. The whole station's talking about you. And here you are, in the flesh, in our humble Amicus. Why does that name always throw me for a loop? Argenta stops Octaviana's torrent of adoration with a calm gesture. No more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. Despite her words, you catch a glint in Argenta's eye. You can tell she is enjoying this enraptured attention. No doubt you picked up a lot of local knowledge working at a place like this. Do you know anything about the Anvers gang? Gives you a searching look, then answers in a lowered voice. Maybe. Maybe I do know something. Let's not shout about it to the whole bar, all right? I'll be here long after you walk out of this bar, and the Anvers respect no agreements, laws, or other gang. You look them the wrong way, you're dead. Anyway, to the point, these Anvers are scum among scum, the most unhinged goons you can find on football, and even other unhinged goons want them. They have no hierarchy, no territory, nothing. Only a nameless leader who most of the Anvers haven't seen once. This leader sends them leaflets with inspiring messages. Followers are recruited by other followers. Leaders try to bring them into line, but it's like this. You clear out one group, and in the meantime, 5 more spring up elsewhere. Like I said, no one knows who their leader is or where this leader operates from. But here's what I've noticed. The most recent Anver leaflets, the ones so fresh you can smell the ink off them, always show up in the same area on the big slim asteroid. Let me show you where it is real quick. Jesus drops some liquor to draw a basic map right on the bar. Right around here. Positive they're printing little poems somewhere in this area. How are things here on football? Haven't been to our fine station for a while, have you, sir? As per usual, there's never a dull moment. Either someone's getting shot in a square, or some rich guy's going on a safari to hunt commoners in the shadow quarters. Sure, the liege makes sure that the local shenanigans don't get in the way of business on the station. But what happens on the outskirts adds a little spice to our lives. We make do, but the real trouble is, with every passing day, it gets harder to find grub. I've heard that some horrors are happening in the void outside Furibundus, so that not all ships are making it here, and the Liege's old patrons don't seem to be in a hurry to help. It's taking a toll on Vladame's authority, and if authority wobbles too hard, he'll have plenty of people lining up to take his place. Give me the latest. This one might interest you. Tale I heard from a tipsy voidborn from a cargo barn. They exited the warp halfway between Furibundus and the Aviora system and came across a shuttle wreck adrift. The shuttle was registered to the inevitable Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was bound for Footfall, her cargo hold brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it could be quite the lucky find. Here's another tidbit for you. Some poor sot here was here bawling about how his crew tossed out a whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact, and once they docked at Footfall, he immediately went on the run. No surprise there. Had they discovered his blunder, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ship he serves on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale's realm. She passes the 100 Dreams Crossroads and Langren's Belt. If you happen by that area, you might want to look for whatever that idiot chucked overboard. That'll do for now. About that woman who started a gunfight at the bar. Why are you so interested? You looking into her or something? Octaviana catches herself upon meeting her gaze and bows her head low. Apologies, sir. I mean my big mouth. I guess that's why they broke my jaw so many times. She touches her implant. Octaviana drops her voice. Jay, you know, Jay is great. She's made a name for herself here on football. She's a woman who came from nothing, and she follows the unwritten rules of this place. Doesn't walk all over the weaker folks, and she drinks like a fish to boot. There's a lot to respect. The sad thing is, it looks like she got on the wrong side of La Dame. And since both of them, well, I guess all three of us, have ties to the Casabolica, or Balasa, I think it's Casabolica. Ugh. There's no way out of this. Jai should get off football while she still can. Better to lose her business than her life. It's one thing after another. I figure I'd do for some me time. Give me a splash of the local hooch, would you? Octaviana looks at you closely, then takes a bottle from a shelf and uncorks it. The transparent, pungent-smelling liquid quickly fills the glass that sits between you. Pascal's respirator hisses quietly, and he says in an insinuating tone, "The alchemical composition of this substance is known to me, but never before have I come across such an unusual application. An exquisite path of martyrdom in honor of the Omnissiah. Let's take a good look at this. Lore test. The glass contains a liquid that is clearly made from spent promethium. This is moonshine, virtually unfiltered. It quickly blows the drinker off their feet, and when imbibed regularly, turns their liver into a bubbling sponge. Got anything better? Octaviana grabs a dusty, unopened bottle from under the bar and a clean glass. The amber liquid splashes against the crystal walls as she adds in a couple of black pebbles. The soft, spicy aroma tickles your nostrils. I'll take a drink. The amethyst warms your throat pleasantly. You can make a hint of spice, the flavor of an oak barrel, and a distinctly earthy aroma. You feel a little more at peace, and you reach the bottom of the glass sooner than you like. I'll head out. Until next time, sir.
None shall stand in my way.
Let's go down into the quarters. Yes, back in there. Got a couple of tasks. Load. Load faster. I pushed the key. Note from the bridge cache. You're on the right path, Seeker. The other caches. Now, let's save.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Let's see.
Halt! I noticed something.
Serene, I am here. What a joy it is to see you. Follow me, please. Is that an Eldari ghost blade? The container is sealed shut on all sides. You notice the remnants of metallic cags that have been cut. Give me this.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Lord Captain, do you think this enterprise is wise? I wouldn't be surprised if this all turns out to be a trap.
I concur with Master Viserion. This place reminds me of the maintenance modules on Urak 5. All the colors are so grubby.
Take poke. Yeah. Can I help you? What? What?
A new challenge for me?
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I will take you down.
No music? Suppose I must have started the party early, huh? That's... What the hell was that? Also, I think something broke.
Victory awaits.
Okay. Gimme. Thank you.
Lord Captain, do you think this enterprise is wise? I wouldn't be surprised if this all turns out to be a trap.
I concur with Master Viserion. This place reminds me of the maintenance modules on Urak 5. All the colors are so grubby.
Ready for data input. My vow is to serve. I never
Heed your cries of mercy.
show them no mercy.
There.
Watch my back.
That was terrible. No movement. Why is there no movement? Oh, she provided extra turn to somebody.
Request insignificant value.
Well, that's kind of like here.
I'll do it.
Not.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith
Go.
without faith is worthless.
Didn't really do much, huh? Ow.
Let's get to it.
What a brilliant move by an NPC. Did he just... Yeah, I just passed his turn by accident. Your flesh betrays you. You know, how... Just wondering how he attacked through that when... You know what? Alright. Clearly I don't want to hang out by all the explosive barrels. Whoosh. A button. In. Poke. Yep. That man's sliding. Clearly there's... Oh, the arch enemy's at work here. Almost as bad as those T-posers. Was that random? Hey,
It's about time.
I don't remember it looking like that.
Is
do this.
aiding a smuggler an endeavor worthy of a rogue
You're just jealous. She swigs Amasek and wears revealing clothes, while your only outlet is praying.
I guide humanity between the stars.
That's
It
not
is
gonna work.
my destiny to traverse the unknown.
Boom.
Binaric override.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
I'm gonna force them. Come to me.
Hold on.
And he walks into the poison and dies. First of all, a reminder, everyone should learn to dodge. That's good. Yeah. Well, let's eliminate you real quick.
What an
Hey, look.
unfortunate turn of fate.
So
But of
sad.
course,
Let's make it quick.
Is that my blood? Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Jai, what are you doing?
Come here, maggot.
Out my way.
Oh, did it build up too many stacks or something? You know what? Let's do it this way. Pop that one.
Rejoice in battle.
And
As
then
the
do it
Emperor
again.
commands, I act. I'll do it.
Concentrate your fire.
Doubt is for the weak.
Hmm.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Furious recital.
Let's get to it.
Now let's see. First of all, give a little bit of bonus here. And Pascal.
Navigator, not a servitor.
These are kindness to show them why they're not supposed to be grouping up.
The Omnissiah detected failure. Detected.
Why did I just take that damage?
Let me help.
My frail organics required it.
Ah, poison.
Ah, an exemplary strike. Victory is imminent.
Let's get to it.
Watch them run into the poison and die. Miss dodged a multi-melta.
Hold on.
Show me what you've got.
Hey, all of you. Your equipment sucks.
Request approved. Successfully terminated.
Here we go.
All too easy.
Chances of hitting something suck with that.
Already done. Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Aww.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
First of all, heal thyself, Abelard.
Medicine at its finest. Indeed. I took care of this one. I will do
Endure,
like you told me.
Abelard.
No matter the cost. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust. A tactically sound approach. One fewer target. Victory
It's just-
imminent.
I love that ability. No, 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 no. No one here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I took care of this one.
Hey, you.
Follow my lead.
Hi. Remember to brace.
Stop hitting me, Ashmog.
Let's see. Does anyone work on them?
Anything
Blind you.
else?
a joint analysis.
On it. I have wrought your downfall.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, you're standing in the way. Enough movement points. Okay. That's because it's a regular move.
Out of my way.
He dies.
I'll do it.
Go on. You missed.
I am his will made manifest. I refuse.
Do it again.
Faith without deed eradicated.
There you go.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
How did you?
I have read tomes of military tactics.
My vows to serve. Request.
Gotcha. Try this again.
This is why I was chosen.
I cannot wait to find the Blessed Bolter round. Blessed Bolter case, or yeah, I think that's what it was. Fine.
Isn't
Hey.
this a job for the serfs?
How about you last just a little bit longer?
I'm afraid not.
No line of sight. I go here. Go here. Here. Go here. Still no line of sight. What if about here? There we go.
Give me strength. Another foe painted black.
Critical.
Let's get to it. Time to slaughter someone.
Hold on. How many overheats? Doesn't I have a got a bunch of overheat charges on, don't I? Base lethality. Oh, that's right, because I fired without.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And then. There we go. Yeah. Fine. I need to get him like the last sniper. I know she's got the last sniper. I need to get her. Ooh, that's a really good question. I probably should have. No, I want the melee on him so I could shove him back if necessary. Something. Kind of. Let's see. Take one step back. Charge forward.
Tactics are the best ones. It will be done. Reduced to dust.
What a mess. Think the throne we didn't come here with just the three of us. Shut up and get moving, Core. We need to open the passage to the tunnels and let our guys in. Aye, understood. Those ash mags dared to touch something from the cargo. 2, 3, 5. Thank the exalted one. These ash mags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Gaia carefully inspects the containers emblazoned with markings from some unknown freight operator. Smiles and touches the comm beat in her ear. Give me 2 minutes, Cherie. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. Guy removes her hands from ears and turns to you. We're good. Now, how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the the details of our deal, specifically payment for your efforts. Well, risk will leave your priceless cargo here unattended. Nothing to worry about. After all the ruckus we've caused, I doubt anyone will go anywhere near the container. I am, however, infinitely flattered by your concern for our property. Let's go. Jai opens her mouth to reply when you hear the sound of many footsteps behind you. Vladame, it's Agent. Stop right there. In the name of the Liege, the gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you and immediately falls to his knees obsequiously. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence, most noble Sabot. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. Most noble Excellency, Jay purses her lips slightly and shoots you a confused look. I am Vladame Tokar's personal agent. The man hesitates, choosing his words carefully. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Xeno heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. He looks at Jai. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Sabot, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. It is too great a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the shadow quarters just after Jai has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Liege's personal agent. Vladame Tokara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and get rid of Jai if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders. And had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladame might have succeeded. I'd say is this cargo belongs to the Von Valencius dynasty. Is Lord Tokara trying to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader? No, your lordship, I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. Jay watches him hurry away, then looks at you. I wish I could see Vladame's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Sabot, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Vladame and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark. At least, not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. You know, I'm curious about how this particular question comes up, like, in terms of what it does. Let's take a fast look. Road trade. You know, I don't particularly care for. Yeah, because I think there's a new one running around. Yep. No, let's see. Question. No, that's a quest, not question. Companions. Let's go down to her. No, I don't want to know. Huh. That's let's see. Question I have, looking at things, is where are we? I think it is. Yeah, it's wanted on footfall would be the quest. And this one, well, that's not particularly great for a wiki to tell me how to say it that way. Yep. Yes, go to them. I wanted to see. They do not. They do not talk about. I'm gonna go with that one. Strange circular forming rhinoceros rogue trader. Mr. Argenta, I've heard all about your deeds on footfall. I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. And while we're at it, Shireen, when were you going to reveal your true identity to me? She cocks her head to one side, curiously. I'm infinitely flattered by your attention, but if I had known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy of one, I would have shown some decorum. To talk like normal people do. For a man of my status, it is a rare treat. That is so human, your lordship. I guess people at the top have a lot more in common with regular folk than some might think. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join the retinue. For now, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing. You're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valencia's protectorate a leg up. I'd say now isn't the time, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things. So once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen.
Doubt is for the weak.
Wait for the poison gas to filter.
None shall stand in my way.
I got something. Hair holster. Of course, critically the next attack with the. Okay. Posture.
What is that?
What's that? It is smoking. dynamo boots. What is this? Oh, just a regular las gun.
A new challenge for me?
And go. Let's see. All right, we're gonna avoid that fight off to the side. Hold on. Didn't they mention that there was somewhere?
I'll lay claim to the stars. Hold on a second. There we go. Let's see. Rumors. Drupari. I know. Industrial World. Xenos Rampage. Passion from the Lantern. Let's see. Sector Sector 2? It's about time.
Not Heartless Void. All right. Ironis Doloroso. Their request has been fulfilled. The cultist den in the shadow quarters has been cleared out. Grim smile brightens his features and it makes a sign of the act. I hope their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. Let's take a look at what you have, because I just got a bunch for... Still don't have enough for a heavy bolter. I would love to take off with that thing. Yoink.
None shall stand in my way.
Let's see. Oh, yes, there we are. Yep. This one. Remember the place. Small quay, large windows.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Greetings, your lordship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope that our deal is still in place. The station continues to experience increasingly severe shortages of privileges. A man who introduced himself as a servant of House Chorda asked to have a word with me, and then, imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. But Ahem doesn't look surprised. The Anvers, again, I presume. Those anarcho degenerates don't care whom they shoot, be it my servant, yours, or those in the employ of House Chorda. I suspect this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering Incendia Chorda's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I don't believe I'll be running the man's passing very long. I'm beginning to resent how frequently people turn out I converse with on the station wind up dead. That is indeed lamentable. But these are the times we live in, and this is Footfall. Its denizens don't always look for a reason to spill blood. What is happening in the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that, he grimaces. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families of Stratadol just came down with food poisoning at the same time. On a space station, the best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I wish to help the people in the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them from my ship. Can't bar you from doing so. Can't help but note that it is not the wisest course of action, with all due respect, your lordship. Take what you got. And yoink those, because I can afford those. What is this? Bladed boots. Hold on. Info, vision of death. Ooh. Interesting, but there's no way I can reach that with what I've got on hand right now.
A new challenge for me?
I recall where I was supposed to go.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Save the game.
It's about time.
Hold on. Let us check. I have achieved the first rank. That's what I was missing.
Follow my lead.
To be able to do this quest, which I had done last time, and then realized I did not have the iconoclast needed in order to be able to get it done properly with the right ending. The hum of voices quiets, and a dozen gazes shift to you. The tall man with the shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams on his muscular body, and his voice is forbiddingly grim. Still, he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be... Glances at the scroll in his mechanical hand implant. Master Fidelio, all the guests have arrived. You're the last on the list, and we couldn't well start without you. Your presence is absolutely vital. You must compete with someone else. I'm Sabot, envoy of the Von Valancius dynasty. He rubs his hands together anxiously. Von Valancius? You're not on the list, but that hardly matters. All doors on football are open to Representative Lady Theodora. Please come right in. Chaplain is about to begin. Now, where's that last attendee, Fidelio? You catch sight of something odd. Before stepping away from you, the man gestures subtly to a nearby servitor, giving it some kind of command. The servitor quickly removes the bottle of Amasac and glasses set out for the attendees from a nearby table. Take a look around. The gathering you found yourself at seems refined and respectable at first glance. Decorations in the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does the location. It isn't far from the Liege's residence, but you've noticed that most of those gathered are rather imposing physique. Many of them are scars and military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they're covering the exit. A few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. I wonder who this Fidelio is and why start without them. Judging by the way that fellow with the list was talking about this individual, it's someone very important. It's not a name I've heard before. I've never heard of the name before either. What is this place? What's going on? I know nothing about this place. I feel there's something in the works here. I sense danger and opportunity. That is, a little danger, but a big. Let's get involved. Now, I am going to probably move quite a bit faster on this because I have been through this on stream and read out the whole thing. Difference being is I didn't have the iconoclast needed to be able to get the ending that I was looking to do. So I reloaded before it to be able to go and something else to get it. Thankfully now I should have it, so I should be able to do it, but let's roll with this. So we're going to move through it. 20-minute speech. Thankfully only 20 minutes. Dear Lord, he could have been droning on for hours. Na 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 na. I'll consider it.
Victory awaits.
Been introduced. Particularly grief-stricken. I'll consider your offer. Poke. Take a good look at the deceased. Do you know this man? Yep. Name, normal, lost away. Take a look.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
I have made a level.
Never doubt me.
Alright, I probably should handle this level. So, belongs to Arch Militant. Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Some dodge. Oh, Combat. Do it. Defensive stats. Let's do this one. Wait. Okay. Just dealing with messages. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. I could do that. It's also useful. Let's also take a look and see. You're getting into the more advanced. More advanced stuff. No. No point in taking this now. Power armor is going to show up for quite a number of vacs here. It's going to be a while. Let's roll with that. It'll be very useful just getting to cover, especially when things are starting. Definitely doing that. Account for versatility. Well, maybe this. Okay. Flash, wildfire. Hold on. All attacks score critical hits. The critical damage is reduced by half. Always deal maximum damage as long as it keeps the comp. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that one. We'll run with that because it'll give her some breathing room there. Hemorrhage. Lethality divided by 10 rending damage ignores armor and deflection at the beginning of each of the target's turns. Ooh. What you got? Oh, you're a really good question. Yes. Consolidation. Oh. Why is it unavailable? Requires relaying. Hold on. But it has warp relay. So taking this. Let's do it. Hmm. No. Oh, we can use this. Suffers no damage from area attacks. 20%. Yes. That explains that. Can I get psychic, sanctified, info, consign, maybe automatic critical. Yes. Oh no, I didn't have access to it yet. That's why. Okay. She's running long laps. I'm actually going to switch that out. Give him wherever my long last went off to. Sorting type. That should fix wherever the hell it went. There we go. No. Boots. What you got? Actually better this way, I think. Oh. Dude, that's actually a good cloak then. Okay. Ooh, well, go through that. Let's see. She's running. Yeah. Hold that. However, run with that. With a single shot attack, they get slowed. Irrigation goggle. Yeah, that's right, better that way. Don't want that for that. Margo that. Margo. Take a look at that.
Premonition runs
None
true.
shall stand in my
People
way.
definitely want Fidelio dead.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
All right. Hello, who are you? What are you doing here? Hiding. The tears will pass. Or your parents? You have the name Fidelio. Cobra class. Take my leave. Continue. No, came here by chance. The steamer was a pirate. Yep. Who is this mystery person? You're not fond of the other attendees? Thank you for speaking with me. Let's take a talk with... Ever mentioned repentance to you? What a fascinating coincidence. Words I was talking about.
It's about time.
Zoomed in real close. Yeah, let's take a look. Is there anything with you? Nope, we already talked about everything. Shout. Maybe the name of something. A ship. You think this woman is our Fidelio? What happened to him? All right. Dead eyes. Serious reason? Yeah, of course they did. Everything we know. Den solely supposedly led to possessions to Fidelio, a woman who wanted to take revenge on him for killing the captain of the ship of Repentance. The word Repentance is written in the Book of Remembrance, and the entry is new. Fidelio somewhere close by. It's all in my hands now.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Save. Boink. Poke. Servitor. Repentance. That single word causes the servitor's body to twist in a violent spasm. Something akin to a sob or a growl builds in its throat, and its mechanical appendages jerk convulsively. Chaplin's tall figure appears next to you. So this is our heir, right? He pauses, mulling it over, then gestures for the administratum clerk who gave the opening speech to approach. The inventory of Den's possessions. What does it say about this servitor? Let's see here. Let's see. One moment. Section B17/40. Personal effects of the deceased. Subsection servitors. Here it is. Now, this is a rare, one-of-a-kind unit, commissioned personally by Master Bellardo 12 years ago. The main function of the servitor is cleaning the house, bedrooms, vestibules, bathrooms. In accordance with Master Bellardo's wishes, its free will was completely eradicated, and the parts of its brain that regulated pleasure centers were destroyed, but to a large extent, its memory and awareness were preserved. Can a servitor even inherit? This matters require further investigation. We have to go over the codices, bylaws, statutes, regulations from the last 400 years or so. The clerk pales a little, but we'll find an answer sooner or later. We could ask Lord von Valensis to settle matter in the name of his dynasty. This is footfall. If a rogue trader says that a servitor can inherit, then that's how it's going to be. Chaplain's everything clear to you now? I believe so. The Dens, after he survived the assassination attempt, sent a whole squad of mercenaries to hunt down the woman who tried to kill him. Looks like he found her. Chaplain, the servitor. She was allowed to keep her memory and some semblance of awareness, so I suppose the mysterious writing of repentance, both here in the book and back at Dens' home, were done by her. The question that remains, of course, is why would Dens decide to make a servitor his heir? It is either his last and cruelest joke, or an incredibly ham-fisted attempt to make amends on his deathbed. I'd like to believe that it's the former. All right, summon everyone would deal with this. As you wish, your lordship. Chaplain chuckles. This ought to be good. I would ask the esteemed guests to stay for a moment longer. I was going to announce Dens' last will and testament after he was delivered unto the flames, but the circumstances dictated otherwise. And so, according to the deceased's will, all of Bellardo's fortune goes not to his worthless son Cass, not to his brainless mate Dagon, but to Fidelio, a mysterious new heir. However, I believe a certain party would like to intervene in this process. Chaplain looks at you, straight at you, and chuckles. Who among you knows this one? What about the story about the ship named Repentance? I wish to hear it all. That's the cleaner servitor from our house. What's there to know about her? The only outstanding quality is that it's hilarious how she wobbles and flaps her gabbers about when you kick her out of the way. I don't know about the servitor. I got better things to do in life than look at furniture. And the ship, I think there was one Cobra by that name or something similar. We were pretty, gentle with it. Ordered it, I mean. Dens was at the top of his game that day. After battle, he dragged their captain to the bridge, all tied up, and sat him at the table with us. We were going through the captain's amisac. You sure you want to hear everything? Go on. As the three of us sat there, me, Dens, and the captains of Repentance, the boy brought whoever was left of the crew, one by one, and we popped them. That cock over there remembers he was there too, and so were the twins. I can nods at a few of the guests. We three watched, and when the party grew to a close, we threw the captain on top of the pile of his crew's bodies, and, as was Dens' way, torched him. Alive. Ah, those were good times. It's a real shame Dens quit. I keep thinking if he hadn't fallen for this whatchamacallit peaceful life, then maybe he would have checked out. Maybe he could have lived another 20 years. Fidelio standing in a typical servitor pose, eyes standing into space. Only the grips of his metallic appendage are trembling slightly. Perhaps caused by malfunction, or perhaps by suppressed emotions looking for release. Let's not spill any more blood. Chaplain, take care of this poor soul. May she live out her days in peace. I will spare no effort. And now, and then, your lordship, maybe we should discuss the inheritance. Reminiscing is nice and all, but we've got pressing issues to deal with here. The woman who here truly loved Dens' granddaughter, Adelia Bellardo. She inherits his fortune. The name on the will is Fidelio, but Chaplain pulls a hefty scroll out of his bag and tears it to shreds. All his life, Dens spat on laws. I think he'd understand. Huh. The old man sure as throne didn't expect this. The money is mine. Don't worry, sweetheart. Daddy will help you put your grandpa's riches to good use. Cass, have you finally gone deaf from all that drinking? The inheritance of Dahlia is not yours. If you make any attempt to coerce her, I, as Den's executor, will be forced to take steps. Chaplin puts a hand on the handle of his hammer. Oh, I see. All of you have it in for old Cass, eh? Well, I'm afraid you leave me no choice. Daddy, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I promise I'll be good. I'll give you all the grandpa's money. Worthless, no good son, huh? Shut your hole, brat. Listen up. All of you. Either the inheritance goes to me, or I blow this one's brains out. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2. Advance the cutscene. That's pretty long for a second there. Repentance. Sobbing and crying her eyes out, Adelia, smeared with her father's blood, is shaking Cass's lifeless body. Daddy, get up. I'll give you the inheritance. Demons take you, Cass. Threatening to murder your own daughter at your old man's funeral was a new low for you. You always were a useless waste. You in your final moments now. I'm in the servitor. The servitor that was once a woman is kneeling, motionless, showing no signs of life. There are 2 charred holes where the eyes once were. Some malfunction must have burned its brain from the inside. Its face bears a peaceful smile. What happens to the girl now? Chaplin sighs heavily as look at the weeping child. She's got no one left now. Mother ran off to the edge of the galaxy, and her father, well, you saw it yourself. Brow furrows. After a pause, he curses under her breath and nods. I'll look after her until she's grown up. I don't think I need to spell it out for you. A girl with a tremendous fortune, might as well paint a target on her forehead. If I take Adelia in, no one will dare hurt her, or to see the reputation that my turbulent past has earned me. If they do dare, cast a meaningful, sidelong glance at Cass's body. While I'm at it, I'll also help her not to squander her whole fortune. Even earn something extra, both for herself and you. I think the best investment will be a merchant ship. I'll teach her the basics of void ferry, find her some reliable suppliers, pull a few strings in the administratum. Just like that, she'll have herself a decent enterprise. I'll venture a guess and assume you wouldn't say no to a supply network that is robust and loyal to none but House von Valencius. Leave the paperwork and other formalities to me. I'll contact your subordinates myself. That takes care of the inheritance. What do we do next? Chaplin looks at the coffin. I'd like to say goodbye, my old friend. I imagine the crematorium has got its furnaces up and running already, but I feel it'd be kind of sad to just shove Dens in there like that. He was known as Jerrycan Dens. He loved having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. I think it'd be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to procure a jerrycan of promethium on football. Abelard nods in approval. Fitting. Chaplin gives you a sidelong glance. Want to stay and watch? With pleasure. Well, let's get started, I guess. 154 experience just for saying, yeah, I'll stick around and watch you light a bonfire. Yoink.
Victory awaits.
All right. So, we got a couple places to go. To finish things out here. There's a fight down there. So I'm gonna all right, let's see if I can find the spot where I'm supposed to go in here. And then I'm gonna save. Probably finish up, call that it for the night. Come on.
None shall stand in my way.
Now let's see. I think this is a different warehouse than what I went into for the quest. No, it's the same one.
A new challenge for me.
Hmm. Hmm. Man, trying to remember how to get. I don't remember how to reach the embers. Can't get there, can't get there. That's to exit to the rest of football. Rot.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I just want to just. No. Oh, percentage point. Hmm. It's telling me there's something. This is actually kind of annoying. It just says Sector 2. Nothing there.
Victory awaits.
Well, I've gotten a bunch of. Where do we record my? Post? No. Here. Huh. There we go. Profit factor 24. That should be good enough to give me something. Is it true that the pirate Dens Millardo was your parishioner? He endowed the Drusians with donations. It is. Over the course of his life, that reprobate had burdened his soul with many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to a grand catechism listing humankind's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that of all the heinous acts he had committed, not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Dens Millardo was afraid of death and that which would await him after. He had hopes to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, and himself at least, that he had been more than a conscious speck of malignant bull his entire life. Soul now burns as brightly as his victims did. I'm sure it does. Repentance what primes us for the salvific torment of the soul. It does not supplant it. What about faith? What is the proper way to worship the Emperor? Pray to him, destroy his enemies, and touch not their poison gifts. Cast aside all doubt and be vigilant against the weak souls beside you. When you see a sign of taint, burn it away without pity. Pain is good. It tears the crust of vileness from one's soul. And remember that if you see no fault in you or around you, then you're not being diligent enough in your search. Or you are being too lenient on yourself, burning your eyes from the truth. What about Incendia Corda? Have you heard of Aspis Corda? Pirate, blasphemer, xenophile, and egregious apostate. Incendia is her heir, a rarity among rogue traders. The protection of the Holy Warrant typically leads to the swift atrophy of conscious and pious dread, but not in Incendia's case. She relentlessly hunts down pirates and firebrands, and brings rebelling colonies to repentance, establishing strict discipline. The weight of her wrath is great indeed. The colonies she punishes are girded with orbital rings of heretic corpses as warnings to the survivors. As her personal confessor and guide, I find no end to the joy her triumphs in faith bring. Well, dogmatic. Gucci realizes this may be difficult to admit. Mercy is weakness and a gateway for degradation. What do we got? Maybe. Yep. The Elite Chainsaw. don't think I can afford any other. Heavy flamer though. That one would be. That's gonna be one. Need 32 and 11.
Follow my lead.
This. This is kind of like, where do they?
None shall stand in my way.
Where?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh. Hey, look, someone else eager to make it.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Spare none of them!
Let's get to it.
Ow.
I've suffered
Let's
worse.
get to it.
I'm here, maggots!
I will endure.
Hold on.
You missed.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I hadn't realized that was possible.
I will do my duty.
Oh shit. I think that you're in a prime spot. The issue is you can't. I suppose you could move.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
You missed. Excellent. Eh, you're fine. You're fine.
Let's get to it! Show me what you've got!
How about we concentrate our fire and then light you up? this. Everybody dodges.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
Being confident approach.
All too easy.
And then go to rapid fire.
Already done. What a good. There's nowhere to hide.
The undesired value.
Simply eliminate you. Excellent.
Request approved.
Do this. Step. Ah, okay. Step.
A tactically sound approach.
Oh my. Does this count as an attack? No. You mind yelling at him?
Be gone. Quiet whispers. It's my turn, and I'm gonna control it myself.
I was exposed some weakness to him. Ow.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
At your beck and call.
Oh.
We'll rule
But now I
the
bring an
stars
end to
and
this fight.
It will be done. Indeed. It will be done. One fewer turn. What advice do you seek?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yes.
What do we have? Sector 2, watch your back. Make sure you aren't being followed. Oh, there was something else? Ah. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. No. I don't know why I keep thinking, oh, that's right, because that's where you come out of if you were. So one of the ways is of the funeral is to say, yes, you are in fact Master Fidelio. Which results in them attempting to assassinate you in multiple ways. And then as part of that, one of the things is, you know, checking in on something inside the incinerator, and they basically, you end up having to escape. through the sewers, and that's how you get out. Or that's where the end point comes out to. Question is, where am I even? Okay, so this is the question of, am I able to access this right now?
Follow my lead.
No. Looking around. Those are some big rats. Rats. Absolutely ubiquitous to humanity in this places. Huh.
It's about time.
Where? All right. And what was it? Wish. Rot. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I do have to have that fight, but that fight is unholy pain in the ass.
None shall stand in my way.
It's about 10 o'clock, so it's been a good time to stop, but I do know what I have to do next to be able to finish this last quest on the station. Is to go through that freaking mess of a fight. All right. What the heck is this? Huh. All right. All right. Okie dokie. I mean, got some progress done. I know it takes longer when I'm sitting there reading everything out loud. No, this is not going to be a quick game. Okay. So, let's talk the rest of this week. I will be streaming most of the days of this week, actually. A little bit different than normal. And that is because we have a new expansion to Grim Dawn coming out on Thursday. Why is everything coming out on fucking Thursdays for the major release? I don't get it. I have no idea what. Oh, all right. I'm just going to move past that. So, I'll be streaming tomorrow. So that will be for some Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. So, more piracy. Wednesday is going to be continuing. It should be continuing the Baldur's Gate 3 collaboration. And then Thursday we'll be doing Grim Dawn. Now that one I will be getting it updated, and I'm probably going to go through and clean out a lot of old modded characters in the mod campaign just because it's going to be way out of date at this point. But I'll be starting a new character. And I'll be trying out the new mastery, the Berserker. I'm just going to see what maybe pairs up with it. Of course, if I'm seeing issues running that difficulty, I might pull out my level 100 Kabbalist to check out the new content. Although that's going to be a little... Yeah, I probably will have to, and that's because the Ascendancy stuff that they've got going on, I think requires ultimate difficulty. So we'll have to see how that rolls. That'll be Thursday, and then Friday is supposed to be Darksiders Genesis. Since I am streaming Thursday, I might take Friday. I know it's a sudden change in plan, but I gotta have some time. I might do at least a little bit, but we'll see. But right now, inclination is going. I know I scheduled it because I have it there, and keeping to a schedule. But I'm still a little unsure. Because I'm gonna be streaming 5 days during straight week. Yeah, sometime stuff. Anyways, I won't be streaming Saturday because I got have something going on that day. But I will be streaming on Sunday. That'll be another long one. I'm gonna try another, earlier start on that one for some more Black Flag. So that's all for today. For those who came by, thank you. I would say is just next time, just say something in chat. Because one, I do to get a little focused, and two, well, I'm not gonna know you're there. So, I hope I'll see people tomorrow for some Black Flag, some pirate shanties. At least come for the pirate shanties, and even sing along with them if you happen to do it. And that's it. So, thank you all. Have a good night. Since I don't see anybody participating in stream, I don't see the need to raid because I don't see if there's anybody actually here to raid with. So, have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.